Hello friends, today we are going to see the trick to find total number of scalar multiplication in a matrix multiplication. So take a look how I solve the sum. So this is the answer. Want to know how I solve this sum? So let's jump to the concept. Okay, so let's say you have a matrix of 2 by 2, 1, 2, 4, 6, and let's say you have a B matrix 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is of 2 cross 3. And now if you have to do matrix multiplication, you will do 1 into 2 plus 6, then you will get 1 plus 8, then you will get 5 plus 12, then you will get 8 plus 18, then you will get 4 plus 24, then you will get 20 plus 36. Okay, so if you count the number of scalar multiplication in this result, so you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So number of scalar multiplication is 12, and if you count the addition performed here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Note this element is the result of multiplication of two elements, right? 1 into 2 is. So what we can conclude is if A is a matrix of 2 cross 2 and B is a matrix of 2 cross 3, the scalar multiplication will be 2 cross 2 cross 3. Basically 2 cross 2 cross 3, it is 4 into 3 is 12. This multiplied with this multiplied with this. Okay, so you get this 12. And if you have to count the number of addition, so you will do 2 multiplied by 2 minus 1, then multiply by 3, so this is 6. So if you want to generalize this, so what you can do is A m cross n, let's say, and B is a matrix of, let's say, n cross q. This two elements should be same for matrix multiplication, right? So number of scalar multiplication will be m multiplied by n multiplied by q, and number of addition will be m multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by q. This formula is that you have derived from this matrix multiplication, but note this thing, this is not the trick has to become, because in GATE exam you would be given only two matrix, you will be given with a series of matrix. Among them you have to calculate the minimum number of scalar multiplication. Okay, so let's start the trick. In GATE exam you will be given question like this is the question asked in GATE CS 18. Consider a matrix multiplication chain. I already told you will get a series F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, where matrices F1, F2, F3, F4, F5 are of dimension 2 cross 25, 25 cross 3, 3 cross 16, 16 cross 1, and 1 cross 1000 respectively. In the parenthesization of F1, F2, F3, F4, F5 that minimizes the total number of scalar multiplication, the explicitly computed pairs are. So the question is about this explicitly computed pairs. What these explicitly computed pairs? The two matrices that are individually multiplied. Note that matrices should not be multiplied with the result of any two matrices. That two matrices should be multiplied by themselves, not with the result. Okay, you will get to know in the solution, and for that you should know the minimum number of scalar multiplication first. So let's start the solution. We have this f1 is of 2 cross 25, f2 is of 25 cross 3, f3 is of 3 cross 16, f4 is of 16 cross 1, and f5 is of 1 cross 1000. So here you can see if you multiply this two matrices first, then you will get the scalar multiplication as 2 cross 25 cross 3. Basically 50 multiplied by 3 is 150, and if you multiply this first, so you will get 3 cross 16 into 1, basically 16 3s are 48, and if you multiply these two matrices, you will get 16 cross 1 into 1000, basically 16,000. It's used, right? And the multiplication doesn't stop here. Then you have to multiply the resultant with one of the matrices, then again the resultant with one of the matrices, then again the resultant with one of the matrices. So it's very huge, it will take a lot of time. So instead of guessing and multiplication, we will use the trick. Okay, so the trick is, first you have to find the two matrices with minimum scalar multiplication. So the first step is you have to find the two matrices with minimum scalar multiplication. Okay, so first step is minimum scalar multiplication, right? And if in case you get the scalar multiplication for all the matrices same, it is in case, if in case, then you have to find the two matrices with minimum product of rows and columns. Basically what I am saying, if that suppose you have this A matrix 2 cross 8 and B is a matrix of 8 cross 2, then you have to find the matrix multiplication with less product of these rows and column, because the resultant matrix for this will be are, let's say, 2 cross 2. So if you multiply this rows with column, you will get 2 cross 2 as 4. So you have to find the two matrices which is giving this result as minimum. Okay, so let's start with the solution. This matrices can be multiplied, right? This and this is same, so here it will be 150, right? And if you multiply these two matrices, this matrices can be multiplied, right? So if you multiply these two matrices, you will get 3 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 1, so basically 48. And if you multiply these two matrices, you will get the scalar multiplication as 16,000, right? And if you multiply this two matrices, you will get 25 3s are 75, 3s are 16, so it's used, right? So among this, you have to check which matrix multiplication is giving less scalar multiplication. So here you can see this two matrix multiplication gives the minimum scalar multiplication. Okay, so first we will multiply this f3 and f4 and we will get the resultant matrix as r1, let's say. So since f3 is 3 cross 16 and f4 is 16 into 1, so you will get the resultant matrix as 3 cross 1 and the scalar multiplication will be 48, right? Now let's check with which matrix we can multiply this matrix. So here you can see you can multiply this r1 with f2 as well as this r1 to f5. So which you will choose? If you multiply this f2 with r1, you will get the scalar multiplication as 25 3 into 1, so basically 75. And if you multiply this r1 with fy, you will get 3 into 1 into 1000, so basically 3000. So it is used, so you will always go to minimum, so you will multiply this r1 to f2. So second matrix multiplication we will do of f2 with r1. Okay, f2 is 25 by 3 and r1 is 3 by 1, so the resultant r2 matrix will be of 25 cross 1, right? This one and this one, and the scalar product will be 25 3 into 1, so basically 75. Now check which matrix can be multiplied with r2. So here you can see you can multiply f1 with r2, right? And again you can multiply this r2 by f1. So obviously this f1 and r2 will give you the less product, 2 into 25 into 1, so basically 50, and it will give in 1000. So you will multiply this r2 with f1 and you will get f1 multiplied with this r2, you will get the resultant matrix as r3, let's say. You will get the dimension as 2 cross 1 and the number of scalar multiplication will be 2 cross 25 into 1, so basically 50. Okay, now you have only one matrix left, so you will obviously multiply this r3 with f5, so you will get r3 f5 2 cross 1 and it is 1 cross 1000. So you will get the resultant R4 matrix of dimension 2 cross 1000 and the resultant scalar multiplication will be 2000, right? So if you add this all 4, you will get the total number of multiplication will be 5, you will get 2173. Okay, and this is the minimum number of scalar multiplication. You don't need to check for any other metric multiplication. This trick will always give you the correct result. Okay, now coming back to the question was exactly to find the explicitly computed pairs, and this means that you have to find the two matrices which you have multiplied individually and it is not multiplied by any resultant matrix. So here you can see the two matrices which were multiplied individually was f3 and f4. These two matrices were not multiplied with any resultant matrix, so you can say the pair will be f3 and f4 only, and the answer will be this one. Okay, now coming to the second question, here we have let a1 a2 a3 and a4 be four matrices of dimension 10 by 5 5 by 20 20 by 10 10 by 5 respectively. The minimum number of multiplication required to find the product of a1 a2 a3 a4 using the basic multiplication method. Here the question is very simple, you have to find the minimum number of multiplications required to find the product of this A1, A2, A3, A4. So here you will use the same steps again. Let me write the matrix first. Now as per the trick, first we have to check the two matrices with less number of scalar multiplication. So if we multiply these two matrices, we will get as 10 5 is 50 to 100,000, right? And if we multiply these two matrices, we will get 5 into 20 into 10, so 100 into 10,000 again. And if we multiply these two matrices, we will get 20 by 10 into 5, so basically 205 is a 1000. Here you are getting the same number of scalar multiplication, so here we have to go to the second step. The second step was you have to find the two matrices with the resultant product of rows and column is minimum. So here if we multiply these two matrices, we get the resultant matrix as R1, let's say, and the resultant rows and column will be 10 by 20. Okay, and if you multiply it, you will get 200. And if you multiply these two matrices, you will get R2 as the 5 by 10 and the product will be 50. And if you multiply these two matrices, you will get R3, let's say 20 cross 5, and it will give 100. So here among all this multiplication, you can get this 50 as minimum. So first you will do the multiplication of A2 and A3. Okay, so if you multiply this A2 and A3, let's say the resultant matrix is M1 and the dimension is of 5 by 10, okay, and the scalar multiplication is 1000. Okay, now this M1 can be multiplied with this A1, right, and it can be multiplied with this A4. So if you multiply this M1 by A1, you will get the minimum number of multiplication as 5 into 10 into 5. So basically 55 is a 250, and if you multiply this matrix with A4, you will get 5 into 10, 50, 5 is a 250 again. 250, 250. So you will go to the second step again. So here if you multiply this A1 with M1, you will get the resultant matrix. Let's say R will be of order 10 by 10. So it will be 100, right? Product will be 100 for the second step. And if you multiply this M1 with A4, you will get the dimension as 5 by 5 for the resultant, and the result will be 25. So you can see that this is the minimum. So we are going to multiply this M1 with A4. Okay, M1 is of 5 by 10 and A4 is of 10 by 5, and if we multiply these two matrix, we will get the resultant matrix, let's say M2 with the dimension 5 by 5, and the matrix multiplication will have the total number of scalar multiplication as 5 by 10 into 5, 50 into 5, 250. Right, now we have this M2 matrix and the only matrix remaining is A1. So if we multiply this M2 with A1, we will get as A1, so we will get 10 by 5, 5 by 5. Note this thing, I am adjusting this dimensions also, right? I have not written M2 first, then A1. I have written A1 first with M2 such that this dimension is matched. Okay, so I will get the resultant matrix, let's say M3, and the dimension will be 10 by 5, and the scalar multiplication will be 10 into 5 is a 50, 5 is a 250. So if you add up, you will get the minimum number of multiplication as 1500. Note, it seems this step is lengthy because I was explaining to you, but if you do with your own, you will get to know how simple it is to solve. Okay, so that's it for today. I just want one feedback from you. Does this board is better for explanation, or should I get back to these pages? Please comment this in the comment box. Thank you.
हेलो दोस्तों, अगर आपको मेरी वीडियो पसंद आ रही हो तो डू लाइक दिस वीडियो, शेयर विथ योर फ्रेंड्स एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. थैंक यू.